Hello and welcome to Spectrum News at 9. My name is Xavier Robert, coming to you live from Uyo, the capital city of Akwa Ibom. Let's take a look at the headlines. President Tinubu dispatches envoy to Niger Republic. FAN suspends taxi services at Abuja Airport. Plus, Blinken accuses Russia of assault on global food system. Details of these stories and more in a moment. First in the news tonight, Chairman of the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government, Nigerian President Bola Tinubu has dispatched a delegation to Niger Republic with a mandate to expeditiously resolve the current political impasse in the country. The action was in line with the resolution reached at the end of the extraordinary summit of the ECOWAS held last weekend in Abuja. A statement issued by the Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Ajuri Ngelale, stated that the delegation headed by former Nigerian head of state, General Abdul Salami Abubakar, retired, left for Niamey today following a briefing by President Tinubu at the State House, Abuja. The former Nigerian head of state is joined in the delegation by the Sultan of Sokoto, Mohammed Saad Abubakar III, and the President of the ECOWAS Commission, His Excellency Omar Aliyu Toure. According to the statement, the President has also sent a separate delegation led by Ambassador Babagana Kingibe to engage with the leaders of Libya and Algeria on the Niger crisis. Briefing the two delegations, President Tinubu charged them to engage all stakeholders robustly with a view to doing whatever it takes to ensure a conclusive and amicable resolution of the situation in Niger for the purposes of African peace and development, rather than a move to adopting the geopolitical positions of other nations.
Assignments which you're trying to accomplish. May we know what you have been able to achieve so far, sir?
Well, we have just been given our marching orders to go to Niger and convey the feelings of our heads of states in the ECOWAS region, that they are not happy with what has happened. And they gave them an ultimatum that the coup peace should desist from what they are doing and give back power to an elected president. And again, to make sure that this message is sent loud and clear to them.
In a related development, the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, has confirmed the cutting off of power supply to Niger Republic. The TUC Kano State Sub-Region Public Relations Officer Adam Eliandiski confirmed this to newsmen. According to him, the connection that supplies power to Niger Republic comes directly from the national grid. Therefore, it has no connection with the supply of power to any region in the country. He added that the move was part of pressure on the country's coup leaders. Meanwhile, President Bola Tinubu has told the leadership of the All Progressives Congress APC, particularly elected officials, to be steadfastly committed to good governance, which will re-engineer the economic and political landscape of the nation to address the needs of the poor. The President gave the advice of the 12th National Executive Council NEC meeting of the party, where former Kano State Governor Abdullahi Ganduje and Senator Basiru Ajibola emerged as the new national chairman and national secretary respectively. Tinubu pledged that his administration would continue to ensure that all government programs benefit and uplift the masses and the country rather than bringing more pain, emphasizing that party loyalty must exist. The President, who addressed the NEC meeting for the first time since his election victory in February, emphasized that winning the election is just the beginning of a longer progressive journey, while noting that responsive and accountable governance is a separate challenge that requires continuous effort.
It is our responsibility to promote unity, stability, and love among ourselves. And we must deliver on our promises. I brought before you the renewed hope to fulfill your dreams and the dreams of our founding fathers.
In the meantime, Vice President Kashim Shettima and the Benue State Governor Jacinth Alia today met at the presidential Villa Abuja on how to improve the security as well as agriculture in Benue. Governor Alia said he was at the seat of power to pay homage to the Vice President, who he said has been supportive to Benue State. Asked on his mission at the Vice President's office, he said he was there to table national issues and in addition unanimously elected the national chairman in the person of a patriot, former Governor Ganduje, and the national secretary as well. Still in politics, the National Executive Committee (NEC) of the All Progressives Congress has elected former Kano State Governor Abdullahi Ganduje as the national chairman of the party and the former Senate spokesman Ajibola Basiru from Osun State as its national secretary. Reports say the two party officials were elected today at the 12th NEC meeting of the party held at the Congress Hall of Transcorp Hilton in Abuja. Addressing party leaders after his emergence, Ganduje thanked the president and promised that internal democracy would prevail in the party during his tenure. The ex-Kano governor also pledged to ensure a scientific register of party members and pay utmost attention to election management and conflict resolution. Meanwhile, President Bola Tinubu, while addressing the 12th NEC of the party, said the APC has won the elections and that it is now time to deliver the promises of good governance to the Nigerian people. Visibly absent at the NEC meeting were ex-President Muhammadu Buhari and former Vice President Yemi Osibanjo. In a related development, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Abbas Tajuddin, has congratulated the immediate past Governor of Kano State, Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, on his emergence as the national chairman of the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC). Speaker Abbas also congratulated Senator Ajibola Basiru on his adoption as the national secretary of the APC. This was contained in a press statement signed by Musa Abdullahi Krishi, Special Advisor on Media and Publicity to the Speaker. Ganduje and Basiru were adopted as National Chairman and National Secretary of the APC, respectively, at the National Executive Committee meeting of the ruling party in Abuja today. In the meantime, former President Muhammadu Buhari has explained why he did not attend the caucus meeting of the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC). The ruling APC had scheduled August 2 and 3 for its National Caucus and National Executive Committee (NEC) meetings, respectively. The National Caucus meeting took place at the Presidential Villa on Wednesday, while the NEC summit assembled party leaders in Transcorp Hilton today. On why Buhari was unable to attend the meetings, Garawa Shehu, his spokesman, in a statement said the former president was unavailable due to some other commitments. Meanwhile, the National Legal Advisor of the All Progressives Congress, Ahmed El Marzouk, has resigned from his position in the ruling party's National Working Committee. Reports say El Marzouk, who is believed to be an ally of former National Chairman of APC, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, has been under some form of pressure following the exit of Adamu. Recall that the legal advisor was in the news 3 months ago when he recommended the expulsion of former National Vice Chairman for Northwest, Salihu Lukman, over his decision to take the party and his leadership to court. Away from that, the Federal Ministry of Education, in collaboration with the World Bank, has trained no fewer than 300 students of the Federal Science and Technical College in the Doma local government area of Nasarawa State in skill acquisition. The training, which was done under the World Bank's Innovation, Development and Effectiveness in Acquisition of Skills Ideas project, was aimed at addressing the issue of unemployment affecting many Nigerian youths. Speaking at the Technical Vocational Education and Training Exhibition Day in Doma today, the State Project Manager of Ideas, Manzuet Amos, explained that the project had a core objective of enhancing the capacity of the Nigerian skills development system to producing relevant skills for the formal and informal sectors. In a separate development, air travelers may be in for a difficult time as the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria FAN has suspended car hire service at Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, with immediate effect. The airport authority said the suspension was necessary and urged air travelers to use secured alternative means of transportation or e-hailing services in and out of the airport. FAN regretted the inconvenience the suspension might cause esteemed passengers, airport users, and the public. On the labor protest, the federal government has filed a contempt lawsuit against the Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC) and the Trade Union Congress (TUC) for allegedly resisting an order restricting the unions from embarking on industrial action. The Solicitor General of the Federation and Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Justice, Beatrice Jedi Agba, had twice stated that the industrial action by organized labor was illegal, noting that there was a subsisting interim order restraining NLC from embarking on any industrial action. However, in a suit which was addressed to the NLC President Joe Ajaero, Deputy Presidents Audu Aruba, and the TUC President Festus Osifo, among others, the federal government and the Attorney General of the Federation are the applicants, while Nigeria Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress are the defendants. Meanwhile, the Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC) has confirmed the suspension of its planned strike following the intervention of President Bola Tinubu and the Senate. The resolution followed the National Executive Council meeting of the Congress. The National Treasurer, Hakeem Ambali, in a message sent to newsmen, said suspension of protest is due to the Senate's intervention and meeting with President Tinubu. Recall that the NLC protest, which was held yesterday across the Federation, including the Federal Capital Territory, prompted an emergency meeting between the President and the Labour leaders. Elsewhere, Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State has implored protesting civil servants in the state not to go violent, charging them to be peaceful in the course of their agitation. The call came in the wake of the attack on some civil servants, including Jare Olaniyan, the staff of the State Ministry of Information and Orientation, on Tuesday by the angry protesters. The governor, in a statement through the Commissioner of Information and Orientation, Dotun Oyelade, said the prudent management of the state resources and the welfare of the workforce are reasons many see the ongoing protests as unfair and hasty. According to him, the priority on workers' welfare is best illustrated by the fact that less than 100 million naira is spent on political office holders' salaries monthly, while 7.3 billion naira is spent on the workforce for the same period. Still to come in the news. Bank of England raises rates by 25 BPS to 5.25%. To stay with us.
Business exists only to meet the needs of the people, but there's an extra advantage if your product and services are pitched on a platform that gives you the added advantage over your competitors. For your desired return on investment and so much more, advertise on Spectrum Television, on StarTimes DTH Channel 421 and on free-to-air with a frequency of 12733. Spectrum Television, broadening your horizon.
Every society is premised on the quality of relationships forged by its inhabitants. The health of these relationships determines how well people, relationships, organizations thrive and how long they stick together. Join Uyai Anyekan on Connect every Wednesday from 6 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. and on Sunday 2:30 to 3 p.m. on Channel 421 on StarTimes to catch all the conversations, interviews, real stories and how to navigate relationships and family life in the 21st century. Real people, real faces, real stories. Connect live on Spectrum Television.
One truth not often told is about the transformation that Africa has undergone in recent decades. Africa is shaping its own destiny and should be referred to as the African opportunity. On Spotlight Africa, we paint the African picture the African way, laced with truth, detail, and the color of the African continent. Join Uyai Anyekan every Tuesday and Thursdays at 4:30 p.m. Spotlight Africa, telling the African story.